can't help myself. Because I know had it not been for the Lord on my side, it is personal. Somebody said I won't go tell nobody, but I just couldn't keep it to myself. I started walking and I started talking about the goodness of the Lord. Is it personal with anybody? And so when you see the name Zacchaeus, it's because Jesus is doing something personal with Zacchaeus. When you put your name there, it's because Jesus wants to do something personally with you. He wants to save you. He wants to pick you up. He wants to turn you around. That's why even when you pray, you can't pray in general terms. You got to pray with specificity and particularity. You got to call folks' names. When I ask people to pray for me, I say, don't put me in that duty-bound category. Those that you're duty-bound to pray for. I want somebody to call my name. Let God know that you're talking about me. Let him know that I need him. I need him not tomorrow, but right now. If you sick, you want somebody to call your name. You don't want them to just kind of put you out there on the post. You want them to call your name. And if you're bad off enough, ain't no shame in your game. Some folks try to act like they don't want nobody to know. I want you to know. I need him. I need him. I need him. I'm talking about personally. I ain't got time to worry about you. I'm concerned. But I got my own issues. And I need somebody to call my name. These people who are sick and they try to act like they don't want anybody to know they're sick. Somebody don't want anybody to know their business. If you're poor, you ain't got no business. And don't you know everybody's about to know your business? Because your name's about to be in the newspaper and you won't be able to read it because it's going to be in the obituary column. Because you don't want anybody to know your business. You posting all your stuff on Facebook. Telling everybody where you are. And you don't want anybody to know your business. And you sick. You got cancer. And you don't want anybody to know. Don't you know that the effectual fervent prayers of the righteous availeth much? Don't you know that we abide in him and his word abides in us? We can ask anything. Did you hear me? Anything, and it shall be done. Your child in trouble got to go to court on a drug charge, and you don't want anybody to know. Talking about he's getting ready for college and he's getting ready for incarceration. Don't you know that more black men are in prison than in institutions of higher learning, and you don't want anybody to know? But if my child is in trouble, I want everybody to know. Because I want somebody who knows the worth of prayer to call his name. Call my name. Let God know we need you. Not tomorrow, but right now. Zacchaeus. Man named Zacchaeus. Zacchaeus. But listen. Zacchaeus, he's a man of stature, status. He's not just any man. And it talks about his status. Listen, he says he was a chief tax collector. He won't just any ordinary tax collector. He won't no run-of-the-mill IRS agent. He was chief. He could make things happen. He could cause you to be audited.
That's right. That's right.
He could wipe the slate clean if he wanted to. Or he could pass and put on more fees and interest.
That's right.
You know they do that, don't you?
That's right. That's right. Take your time. Take your time.
Personal story. A few weeks ago, got this thing from the Revenue Department of the state of North Carolina saying I had reported 09 taxes. Pulled them out, sent them to them, And to their utter surprise, they owed me money.
Oh. Nothing like
I got happy about that thing. Owed me $4,000.
All right.
I'm sitting waiting on my little change, you know? And would you know, the Internal Revenue Service took all my little money and then had the unmitigated gall to send me a letter this week saying I owe them another $700. And of that $700, most of it is interest and penalty. And so Zacchaeus was a chief tax collector. Had I known him, perhaps I could have gone to Zacchaeus and appealed to his kindness and generosity after he met Jesus. Because he had a true conversion experience after he met Jesus. I could have said, bro, we together now. We in that same club now. We are both followers of the way now. Can you hook a brother up? Can you break me off a little something, something? A chief tax collector. I'm about to. But let me tell you what that's important. Because oftentimes status gets in the way of our salvation.
Yes, it does.
Folks are so concerned about position, prominence, and prestige. And they think that insulates them from the need to be saved. Nobody cares about where you went to school. Nobody cares what position you hold and where you work. Because I want you to know the devil sure don't care. He messes with everybody. He's an equal opportunity picker on. He picks on preacher. He picks on the poor. He picks on the prosperous. He picks on everybody. And it doesn't matter what your status is, you still need to know Jesus. Don't you let the devil fool you. Nobody cares that you all of that in a bag of chips plus some red Kool-Aid. And when you going through, you need some help. And you don't really care where that help comes from. So I'm telling you, his being a chief tax collector did not prevent him or preclude him from wanting to see Jesus. And get this, the next line says, and he was wealthy. I get so sick of folk believing that money can solve all their problems. Don't you know if money could solve all your problems, Steve Jobs would still be alive? Jobs had some money. And y'all make sure he had money. iPods, iPads, iPhones. From lining up, pitching tents, waiting for the next iPhone to come out. Can't wait till they hit it, so they got to get in line. They want to be the first to buy one. But let me tell you, money won't solve all your problems. If I could just hit the Powerball. Do you know how many folk hit the Powerball and they broke before they even get the money? Got newfound friends, cousins, little Pookie and Baby coming out the woodwork. Tell me, what's up, cuz? What does it profit the man that gain the whole world and lose his soul? How many of you know money is not the answer? I'm telling you now, I think it will not help you. I know folk with a little change, and they're some of the most miserable people in the world. Money can buy houses, but it can't make a home. And the more you do for folk, the less they think about you. This ain't about wealth. Wealth won't save you. You can't buy your way into the kingdom. him. You know about the rich man and Lazarus.
That's right, Daddy.
When they both died, Lazarus had dogs licking his sores. But this light afflictions do not compare with the greater glory that is to come. You might be sick now, but there's a greater glory on the way. You might be broke now, but there's a greater glory on the way. You might be going through now, but there's a greater glory on the way. And the best is yet to come. And you don't have to wait to see the manifestation of it. You can shout right now.